Hello. Look at, we got some early birds. We got Troy, we got Ray, and we got Nancy. I love it. How are you all doing? Please tell me that y'all staying warm in this freezing cold temps. They say it's supposed to get down to 2 degrees tonight where I'm at. How about for everybody else? And Ray, if you're asking me if I'm cold, I'm in my van. It's nice and warm. My van has been pretty much set at 70 all day today. So I've been in and out of my van, but outside when I have to take my dad to dinner, yes, it's cold. Lower 20s, I think. Yeah. It said 2 tomorrow morning when we wake up. It's supposed to be 2 degrees. Now normally we get this kind of crap in January, like January, February, and we're getting it in December. So I don't know what that means for January and February, but like I'm already over it. I'm ready. Like I today was trying to talk Dad into going to Arizona. I'm like, we can find somewhere to rent. We can go to Arizona. But he hasn't quite took the bait yet. So I don't know. He talks about it. We'll see. One minute he says there's nothing here holding us, and then the next minute he talks about he would have to use his walker. And I'm like, I don't care. Hey, Dennis. Are you staying busy and warm over there on the east side of the state? I tell you what, it has been a busy day. I've been doing some stuff in YouTube. My dad decided not to go out for lunch, so we stayed in. I worked around the house a little bit and trying to get some of the things done in the house for him. And then I'm redoing some of my DIY projects for my heat runs. I'm trying to make them a little bit better. And went to Home Depot. Yeah, I'm getting a little sick of Home Depot. I think I need to go back over to Menards and Lowe's and not do Home Depot anymore because the people that are working there are just pissing me off. They try to tell me that a piece that I need is not in existence when I told them that I already have one. I just need 2. Like, it's not that hard. And they're like, oh, that piece don't exist. Okay, if it don't exist, how do I have one? Kind of no-brainer to me that it exists. But, whatever. It is what it is. So, oh, and Ray, speaking of your van, you said something about wanting some tips. And when I had my minivan, I had a curtain here because the windshield and the 2 passenger windows, you can't insulate them. Even if you have reflectives up there, it still gets really cold. So if there is some way that, I know that normally there's like an oh shit handle. You could tie a string to that and go all the way across to the other side and just close that off. That would help keep the back warm. And then, putting reflectives up in your big windows in the back corners. Because when I had my Honda Odyssey, I did that. And you can get reflectives at Lowe's, Menards, Home Depot. And you just cut them the size of the window and just push them in. For the most part, they'll stay. And that, people don't like reflectives. I always put a piece of black. Like, I would go to the thrift store and get like black material, like a pillowcase or a towel or anything. And I would just use E6000 or some spray adhesive or any kind of glue to glue them together and just stick them in the window. And I just left them in the 2 back windows when I did my minivan. Them 2 windows never came in or never came down. And same now, even with this van, I have 2 big windows back there. Linda! And then I had a friend that sewed. So what I did is I took actual curtains and sewed it with more material and made it like a thick material. And I've got them snapped up around there. So it's permanently up there. I can take them down here. And you don't have to get, I did this. This is just material, but this is just a curtain that I cut. And so I originally had just this curtain. And then I just put snaps into it. So it just snaps up on my window. And I have blinds. And it does help with keeping the cold out there. And you could put even reflectives between them too. So there's lots of little ways to make your van warmer, or at least keep the heat in and the cold out. Yeah, but Dennis, he doesn't have power. He doesn't have a BLUETTI or a Jackery or anything like that. So in the comments, he asked for ways to keep warm without electricity, because he's not going to have sure power and he doesn't have a power source in his van. So I was just giving him little tips on how to insulate the windows, because your windows are going to be the biggest Yeah, he could, just as long as it doesn't run his battery dead. That would be a risk, especially if he fell asleep. Oh, hello, Ken. Oh, Brittany. Hey, you changing the your handle worked. Oh, Brittany, it is Saturday, by the way. And if you don't know what that means, call me later. But all right. So, yeah, any way that you can put up yeah, and that is true. Yeah. Getting it nice and warm. And then the other thing is invest in a really nice sleeping bag is another thing that I would recommend. But yeah, that's what, before I had the diesel heater, I would actually start my van, turn on the heat, and warm it up, and then turn it off. I would turn it off and then go to sleep and wake up cold. So then I'd start my van up before, because I have a remote starter on this van, and that was before I had my diesel, because I wasn't planning on staying here in Michigan. So I didn't want a diesel heater. But I've stayed in Michigan. So, and I'll be in Michigan this winter. I can talk. So yeah, there's lots of little tricks and tips that I have done in my van just to keep it a little bit warmer. I did a lot of that in the Honda because I didn't have a diesel heater in my Honda. So Tammy and Jeff, welcome. Trying to read the chat here. So, let me go back here, see if you got it. All right. Tammy, what's your temperature down there? You've got to be down there in the 20s because you're not too far from Michigan border. I mean, you're a good distance, but I think you're on the cold side too. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be working a little bit more on my heat runs. I did get the cap because I got this before that guy showed up to help me that didn't know anything about his department. But anyways, so yeah, it's a little frustrating when I know something and somebody tries to tell me I don't know something. But anyways, it is what it is. You know, life is full of them, ups and downs. 9 degrees. Yeah, it is. Last time when I was driving Dad home, it said that it was 13 degrees out in his vehicle. So I'm pretty sure that, now it says we're supposed to get down to 1 degree tonight. Let's see, right now, yep, 13 degrees out right now. So you're actually colder than me, Tammy. Wow. Wow, you guys are colder than I am. It's 13 degrees. And Brittany's going to probably say it's in the 50s. No, it's probably cold down there where she's at, too. I have something on my glasses, even though I'm blind. Drives me nuts how fast these glasses get dirty. All right. All right. Anyways. It's 25. So you're definitely warmer than most of us. All right. Yeah, it's supposed to be 1 degree here in the morning. It said 2 earlier, but then now it says 1. 16 feels like 10. Yeah. It's cold everywhere. I don't know what it is. You know what? Hang on. Let's take a little trip. Because I'm this weird person. I have oh, nope. I have Florida. I have Texas. Let's see what it is in Texas. Oh, Texas, they're in the 50s and 60s. So, Texas is nice and warm. It's funny, on my phone, I have a bunch of areas that I've been in, or like I was in Ocala, Florida. Friday, it's going to be 81 in Ocala, Florida. See, I could handle that. Yeah. But yeah, I have a bunch of states that I've been to, and they're on my weather app, so I can see what the different states are and what the temps are. It's kind of crazy, but I like keeping an eye on my other states. Anyways, let's see. Trying to think if there's any updates for YouTube. I don't think so. I don't think I have anything to update about the channel. Anybody got any good plans for this weekend? Let's see. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday, so we got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Anybody got big plans? Anything fun and exciting going on this weekend? And then I have trivia questions up and loaded, so we'll start trivia. Nope, I'm boring. Oh, sometimes boring is nice. I haven't heard from my what does Ray need help with? Nope, he says he's got it all under control. He left me a comment on my video about tips and tricks of keeping his van warmer without having shore power. And so I was just giving him ideas of how to insulate the windows, because that's where you are going to lose most of your heat. With the windows. The other thing that I did when I was talking about the reflectives, see, I just glued, this is just black material. This one I made thicker, and it's actually got 2 pieces of reflectives and then bubble wrap. I was experimenting between bubble wrap and 2 reflectors and then black material. Whew. And I can definitely tell the cold when I take that out. So we're going to put that back. But hi, Jeff. Oh. So I was just telling him some ideas of things that I've done over the years between my minivan, my car, and this van. Before I had this wonderful, nice diesel heater that I so love. All right. Hopefully I'm not frozen anymore. Yeah, freezing is no joke tonight. Yeah, that's for sure. I don't know if all good now? Okay. Yeah. Oh. All right. So, hopefully we will not have any more issues with the internet. We'll see. We'll start off with some trivia. True or false? Wounded Knee massacre occurred in South Dakota. We got true, we got true, we got true, false, we got true, we got true, we got true. We got false. We got false. Jeez, I think everybody answered that one already. Oh. And the answer is true. All right, let's go on to thank you, Brittany. I appreciate that. What'd you do? Fall and trip over something? Ooh. True or false? The Roswell UFO incident took place in Arizona. False. True. False. 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 And the answer is false. It happened in New Mexico in 1947. Oh my gosh. Ray, you're never going to live that down. True or false? The Cumberland Plateau run through western Tennessee. I have never heard of this. We got false. We got false. False. I don't know. I'm with you, Linda. I don't know either. False. I've done a lot of riding in Tennessee, but I don't remember this. So, got false. False. Tennessee is. Oh, you meant true. Okay. Tennessee is one of them states that I have did a lot of riding in, but I haven't really explored a lot of that. But when I do, it will definitely be in the summertime. I would love to spend like a month or maybe 2 months in each state and just explore as much as I possibly can. True. That's when I get to get done caretaking of everybody else and I can go do my life. All right, let's see. I think everybody answered that. And the answer is false. It runs through central eastern Tennessee, not the western. True or false? Georgia was the first state to secede from the Union during the Civil War. Hello, Michelle and Jim. How are you guys? Jim is editing. Oh. We got, all right. So we got false, we got false, we got false, we got false, we got false. We got true. I think everybody answered that one. And the answer is false. South Carolina was the first. Oh. Oh. Them were the first cookies I learned how to make. I love snickerdoodles, especially when they first come out of the oven, when they're really nice and soft and gooey. Yummy. The Skeeter meetup in April. I did eat that cookie, and I was so tired. I went inside. I was talking to Brittany for a little bit, and then I went to bed. Well, that's not a surprise, Troy. Anyways, went inside, put my cookie in the refrigerator, and waited until the next morning. Got up, and I thought, I'm going to just break a little bit off. And I broke off a little bit. By dinner, the whole dang thing was gone. And it was delicious. So, Oh, brownies. Oh my goodness gracious. Brownies is another one of my favorites. Mmm. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Where is the meetup in April? Is that the one in Arkansas you were talking about? I'm obviously not going to because I'm here. Oh. I bet you did, Jeff. Oh, Pennsylvania. Okay. Yeah, that would be cool. I would love to go to Pennsylvania, but not in my cards, not this year. Or next year, I mean. True or false? The Georgia Bulldogs play college football in Atlanta. Any football fans in the audience? True, I don't know. False, false. True, true, true. In Augusta, Georgia? Yeah, I would love to go, but as far as I know, I'm gonna try to figure out how to get to the M26 one, but I don't know if I'll even be able to go to that one. So we'll see. We will see what happens. I tell you, this cold really kicks my butt. It makes me really tired. All right, I think everybody answered that was going to answer it, and it's false. A stadium is in Atlanta, Georgia. I got to check my camera, check on my dad. My little spy camera. Mm-hmm. All right. Washington was originally part of the Oregon Territory. We got true, 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 false, true, oh, Nancy's a football. Into football. True. Is that Iowa? Is IU? I'm not a football fan. I could care less about football. Sorry. Oh, Indiana? Okay. Indiana and Ohio. Indiana University. Okay. That's how much I know. Absolutely nothing. I don't really care for football, but if I'm going to watch a sport, I'd rather do it in person than watch it on TV. That's just my thing. All right. I think everybody answered, and the answer is true. True or false? Apples are Washington's leading agricultural product. True? False? True? You don't like crowds. Gotcha. True? 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 Ah, true. And the answer is true. It is the nation's top apple producing state. Crowds equal anxiety, and anxiety sucks. Yeah, I don't mind crowds. I don't like a crowded dance floor, but most of the time that's the way it is. Nope. All right. True or false? Salem is the capital of Oregon. False. True. False. False. True. I don't mind crowds in certain situations, but false. False. Crowds and people and noise don't bother me whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, there are certain situations where I don't like crowds, but for the most part, that stuff doesn't bother me. And plus, I'm a social butterfly, so I like to talk to people, find out people's stuff. But it is what it is. And the answer is true. See, I would have thought Portland was, but true or false, Eugene is the largest city in Oregon. We got false, we got false, we got true. You thought it was Eugene? False, false. Me too. True. False. Let's see. I think everyone answered that one. So let's, all right, jump over here. The answer is false. Portland is the largest city. I guess that's why I thought it was the capital, but I guess Salem is. What do I know? I've never been there. But I'm working on it. One of these days. Let's see. What else? True or false? Oregon is known for its craft beer scenes. I don't know which state isn't known for craft beers. I mean, my gosh, Michigan's got breweries almost 12 in every city, it feels like. True, 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 true. False. And the answer is true, especially Portland and Bend. I don't know. I'm not a beer drinker, so I'm out of that loop too. Portland is known for their beer. All right, true or false? Tillamook, I don't know how to pronounce it, Oregon is known for its cheese. True. They sell it at Walmart. All right. We got false. True. Says Michelle. I feel like capital letters means I've experienced this. Throw away the great value shredded cheese. It has metal in it. Ooh, why is there a recall on that? Or is that just what they're putting into it now? I know it's sawdust in most shredded cheese. But we ain't going there about our food. Don't get me started on that. It must be a recall. Troy, stick it up. And it's true. Tillamook Creamery is a popular tourist stop. Yes, a recall. I really don't like Great Value shredded cheese. Anyways, Great Value is a brand that a lot of things I don't like their brand of. There's some things, yeah, I can do, but for the most part, I try to stay away from their brand. I don't really like Great Value brand. As long as my budget allows me to. The older I get, the more picky I am. All right. Let's see. True or false? Creator of the moon is a desert in southern Idaho. Yeah, desert. My gosh. Desert in southern Idaho with volcano formations. Not desert. Desert. We got true. We got false. True. False. Ray, you should really dig deeper into that one. False. About the shredded cheese. Look up the word cellulose. and see what that really is. False, true. I know, I wasn't looking. And the answer is true. True or false, the old Idaho Penitentiary in Boise is now a museum. Okay, I know that there are lots of penitentiaries that are like museums. Anybody want to really go see them? Has anybody really toured them? And why? I don't know. We got true. We got true. We got true. We got true. We got false. We got true. True and yes and tis. We have just spent 6 months in the some of this I know, but not everything. Pacific Northwest. There we go. Maybe Alcatraz. Oh, yeah, I don't know. That's the first thing that come to my mind when I was asking that question. But I don't know. I don't know. That's definitely nothing on my bucket list. Yes, depressing, eerie, nasty, sad. Like, no. That is like, if there's something on my bucket list, it's because it's something with sun, some unique formations. Like, I don't know. So, Troy, you've toured prisons. Southern Michigan. Currently 6 inside and 82 inside. I don't know what. Let's see. Let's see if it's changed temperatures yet. Well, it says we're 11 degrees and feels like 5 degrees. And it's about 70 in my van, so I don't need it 82 in my van. No, thank you. '82 is a little too hot. So back to the penitentiary. Oh, yeah. Yep, that makes sense. And the answer is true. It is now a museum, so you can go tour it. No, thank you. True or false? Idaho became the U.S. state in 1890. Jeff, we don't want to hear about the bedroom. That's between you and Tammy. True. 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 False. True. Oh. All right, so here, hang on. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. So, for all you guys that like to travel, what do you think? Name one of the things that you think is the weirdest thing that you have on your bucket list that you want to go see. And it was true. It was the 43rd state. So 1890. All right. Lewis and Becky, how are you? Are you staying warm? I don't know. What state are you? No, you're in South Carolina, is it? Jeez. Trying to remember here. South Carolina? That you're in, Lewis? Oh. Good night, Ken. Bahamas? Wow, NASA. Ah, that's on my. So are you North Carolina? Okay. Are you on a cruise? Nice. I'm assuming that you're on a cruise. Ah, okay. Nice. True or false? North Dakota is part of Tornado Alley. False, 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 true, false, true. False. Oh, all right. False. It gets tornado, but is generally north of the core Tornado Alley zone. By the way, Suzy, the thumbnail question. I'm lost, Nancy. I'm not for sure what you mean by that. Oh, I gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Yep. That was a weird um question that we had. So I thought that would be fun. I'm surprised you didn't yeah, that one got a lot of people laughing that night. I need to get some more of them questions. True or false? North Dakota is known for their heavy forest cover. False, 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 false. Well, we were on Oregon and Washington. We just bounce around to different states. Yes, it is true. They do. If I remember right, it was a Pacific kind of turtle. And the one about Dakota is false. It's primary prairies and flat and plains, not forest. Um, True or false? Pennsylvania is a ghost town with an underground mine fire still burning. True, 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 false. And the answer is true. It has been burning since 1962. Holy crap. True or false, abandoned Six Flags theme park in New Orleans is used every year for a Halloween event. Smokey Bear. Yeah. We got true, I don't know, true. Sock and Cheetah Day? That was a weird song. But man, is that an old song. True, false. And that's back in MTV days. Hey, is MTV still a thing? We got false. I love the way new socks feel. Cheetahs are okay. And the answer is false. It is closed to the public and heavy guarded. All right, let's see. MTV is still a thing. All right. True or false, the doll-filled island exists in Louisiana where hundreds of dolls hang from trees. True, true, false, true. True, it sounds creepy. True voodoo. And the answer is false. It is in Mexico. However, there are creepy dolls displaced in various U.S. places. I think most dolls are creepy, so that's just my thing. All right. We'll go to food. Actually used Google. Oh, Lewis, this is just for fun. True or false? The runsuzy sandwich is a regional drive-through favorite in Nebraska. We got true, 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 true. Me neither. For some reason, I would feel like Phil would. Phil would know what that is. I don't know why I thought about that, but Phil come to mind when I was reading that question. Haven't seen Phil on here in a while, but all right, let's see. And it's true, a hot pocket of beef, cabbage, and onions. That would be a Brody thing. True or false, whoopie pies are commonly sold at roadside stands in Maine and Pennsylvania. False. If they could minus the onions, I would try it, but I can't have the onions. We got true. We got true. We got true. We got true. Probably not. Oh, but yeah. When I got on today, my StreamYard, because I'm on the free service, so they only allow you so many hours to use the service for free. So I'm getting a little close to what their cutoff points are. So we'll see what Thursday's gonna bring. And the answer is true. Whoopie pies are commonly sold at roadside stands. I have never heard of them. I don't even know what that would be made out of. Good night, Jeff and Tammy. Have a good night. True or false? In North Dakota, you can find roadside stands selling leafas, a Norwegian flatbread. False? False? True? False? I don't know. All right, well, I think we lost everybody, or a lot of people. But the answer is true. I didn't spend a lot of time in North Dakota. True or false? In Minnesota, there's a tradition of serving lutefisk at roadside diners year-round. We got true. We got true. 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 I don't know. And it's false. It's a seasonal and often church-based, not a diner fare. Must be some type of fish, I'm assuming. All right, let's see. True or false? Frito pies are served in the bags, are roadside classics in New Mexico and Texas. We got true. We got true. We got true. Hang on, I gotta hook up my heater for under my bed. Good night, Linda. Have a fun time babysitting. Yes, I think that's like the walking tacos with the Frito-Lay corn chips with taco meat, cheese, lettuce, and tomato. And lutefisk is a Scandinavian dish made from dried cod soaked in lye. Yeah, no thank you. And back to the Frito pies. The answer is true. All right. Let's see. I need to get the more of these some of these updated. I think I've done all the fun ones. We'll pop this one here. Yeah, I do not like fish. True or false? Theodore Roosevelt National Park is located in North Dakota. We got true, true, true. We got true, we got true. My hair is so staticky because it's so dry. True. And the answer is true. Um, all right, let's see if we can find something. I'm looking for a fun one. Um, Michelle and Jim, which state are you guys in now? Are you guys in Arizona now? Arizona. Nice. All right. True or false? The Idaho Potato Commission has a giant potato truck that tours the country until April. Nice. Nice, nice. Now, will you be touring around Arizona, or are you guys at a work camp at a spot now? Are you guys going to be at the same location until April, or are you going to bounce around Arizona? True. fault. True. You know, here in Kalamazoo, we have a banana car. In the summer, it's actually shaped like a banana, and there's a guy that drives it, and he gives people rides in the banana. It's like seats like 6 going up the shape of the banana. Robert, welcome. True. And so during like there's like festivals or whatever, this guy will drive the banana car around Kalamazoo. It is the weirdest thing. It's kind of like that Oscar hot dog with a bun, and you can ride on that. But it's shaped like a banana, and you got seats and everything in it. All right, I think everybody answered that one. And the answer is true. So you can go find the Idaho giant potato truck that tours the country. All right, let's see. And I'm looking for, I've got some boring questions on here. Spudmobile. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. True or false? The Oregon vortex is a real gravitational anomaly proven by scientists. You too, Michelle and Jim. True. Hang on a second, guys. I got All right, sorry, I had to take that call. All right. Okay. All right. So we got true, we got true, we got true, we got false, we got false, we got true. And the answer is false. It is a tourist attraction with optical illusions. That'd be cool to see. Probably really pricey though. So I don't know if I would pay to do that, but I don't know. All right. We'll do this one. Robert, you got any big plans for this weekend? True or false? Idaho Falls is located in the northern part of the state. When I think of Idaho, I think of Idaho as flat. I don't know why, but then again, I haven't spent much time in Idaho. True, false. True, false. At the beginning of this live stream, I asked everybody if they had any plans for this weekend. So, nope, no plans. Me neither. Just caring for my dad. That's about it. And the answer is false. False. It is in the eastern Idaho. Yeah, I'm lazy nowadays for my oil change. I just take it somewhere, especially in the winter. I do not like doing my oil change anymore. So, and with my vertical, it makes that even more challenging depending on the day. So I pay somebody to do that, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So I've got another video coming out this Saturday. Yeah, and for me to go take the oil somewhere else and deal with all that headache. And plus, I pay like $26 or maybe $29. I don't know, something like that, but $30. By the time you get 5 quarts of oil, that's what it's going to cost anyway. So, but yeah, I have a video coming out this Saturday. And then I plan on doing live stream this Tuesday and Thursday of next week. So, I hope you all can join me. I used to do it, but I always ended up with all the oil. Yeah, when I ran my own business, I did a ton of oil changes, and I took the oil in to drop it off at like O'Reilly's and that. And I used to know some places that they used it they like had an oil burner. And so they would use that for oil, for heat. So, they would, just come by and grab it from me. So I would do that too. But, yeah, I don't do that anymore. So, and plus in the wintertime, I'm done working outside. I'm good. I don't need to work outside anymore. But anyways, guys, I am going to call it quits for tonight. I'm going to get back in the house, and I see my dad has gone to bed. So I'm going to get in there, but make sure you all have a good, safe weekend. And stay warm tonight. And thank you all for showing up at the live stream tonight. I'm going to get some more. I'm down a lot of pages. I think I've got like 5 pages left. And so I'm going to go through them tomorrow, get some new ones, try to get some fun ones again, not so many historical ones. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. So be safe, stay warm, and I will talk to you guys on Tuesday. Bye.